We're following a breaking news alert tonight. Police need help finding a missing Murfreesboro woman. Allie Lynch is at the WKRN.com alert desk.
Well, Mark, that's right. 31-year-old Eleni Kassa was reported missing on Friday by her family, who said she didn't pick up her daughter from school. Now, police say she has not been seen or heard from since Friday morning. The tag on the Dodge Charger she could possibly be traveling in was ran in Ohio, but it wasn't from a traffic stop. Kassa's phone and personal car were found at her Murfreesboro apartment when detectives checked on Friday. And if you've seen Eleni or know where she is, you're asked to call Murfreesboro Police.
"31-year-old Eleni Kassa, who goes by Mimi, is the mother to one little girl. She is from Los Angeles, California, and she graduated from Antioch High in California in 2009. In July 2022, she moved her and her daughter to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. There, she was in a relationship with 36-year-old Dominic Hardwick from Pontiac, Michigan. Dominic was living in Tennessee as well. Her and Eleni had been together a short time, and their relationship became abusive. According to family and friends, it was from both sides, and they both put allegations on each other and had them lifted. Also, there was a violent pattern that had emerged in documents. Back in August 2022, police were called to their Tennessee apartment complex for a domestic dispute. According to the Murfreesboro, Tennessee police report, it stated that an argument between Eleni and Dominic over a text message Dominic received from another woman. According to the report, Hardwick stated that she pushed Kassa and struck her in the face with her hand. Kassa said Hardwick grabbed her by the neck and pushed her up against the wall. The police report stated that Kassa had difficulty breathing and that emergency response advised her that she may have a broken jaw. Authorities charged Hardwick with one count of aggravated domestic assault. But in a few months' time, something major would happen to alter the course of both of their lives. It was November 18, 2022, and a possible domestic violence incident had occurred before the couple would end up leaving in Hardwick's car that day. They had allegedly argued at Eleni's apartment before leaving the home, and Eleni's cell phone was left behind. Eleni was supposed to pick her daughter up from school that day, but she never did. A missing person report was filed, and Murfreesboro Police Criminal Investigation Division detectives conducted an exhausting search for Eleni for more than a week, including 2 separate K-9 searches, one by a nearby creek. Detectives also spoke with family members and several witnesses attempting to locate Eleni. Multiple search warrants were also obtained, including one for the search of the homes in Tennessee where Hardwick had been staying. Criminal Investigation Division detectives reached out to Ohio law enforcement officials after the tags of the Dodge that Dominic was driving ran by an Ohio state trooper prior to the car being entered into the National Crime Information Center database. The Tennessee Police Department violent crime detectives then contacted Michigan State Police, who helped with the investigation after there was a license plate hit in Oakland County, Michigan, just outside of Detroit lines in a suburb of Dearborn. That's when the Dearborn Police Department officers attempted to stop the Charger Hardwick was driving Sunday afternoon, and it led to a pursuit. The car ended up crashing and shots were fired. When the police got to the vehicle, Hardwick was dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and Eleni was later discovered dead in the trunk. The circumstances surrounding Eleni's death have not yet been determined. Detectives are still interviewing witnesses, including a passenger who was in the vehicle at the time of the pursuit that was detained and taken to the hospital after the crash. There is so much to this story that is not known as of yet. 2 weeks of her missing and then found in the trunk of the car. It is so sad, and because of this horrific situation, there are those who now want to put a spotlight on Hardwick's past. Allegedly, Hardwick had killed Stephen T. Brown, and according to Brown's mother, she stated that on March 27, 2021, her son Stephen T. Brown was shot and killed at the residence of Dominic Hardwick. He was shot twice with a gunshot and left for dead at least 4 hours before Dominic and her wife went to Lebanon Police Department to report the shooting. However, according to persons really close to Hardwick, she was never charged with the murder because, and I quote, "He raped her, that's why she never got charged. Think about if they investigated it, they had to do a rape kit, and she needed therapy after the situation. She even talked about being a spokesperson for women that have been raped." Also, they stated that she was really dealing with a lot of things mentally. So, every situation is different, and the law had evidently determined the truth in the case in March of 2021. However, all of this is just sad, and there are people hurting. Tell me your thoughts on this case. Do you think that she was just a murderer, or life just threw her some hardballs, and she was just mentally going through a lot? Mental health is serious, and if she was indeed raped, then that can really change someone, and then you had to take their life in the process. This would be hard on anyone. We don't know if the aftermath of that led to a toxic relationship and it just all became too much. However, this is no excuse to take someone's life. But we do know there is a little girl now no longer has her mother, and two families that are grieving the loss of so much. May Eleni rest in love and the truth of it all be brought out so her family can have closure. And as always, stay woke. Things change quickly.